I left Kentucky back in '49 and went to Detroit working on assembly line. The first year they had me putting wheels on Cadillacs. Every day I'd watch them beauties roll by, and sometimes I'd hang my head and cry, 'cause I always wanted me one that was long and black. One day I devised myself a plan that should be the envy of most any man. I'd sneak it out in my lunchbox in my hand. Now getting caught meant getting fat, but I figured I'd have it all by the time I retired. I'd have a car that was worth at least 100 grand. I'd get it one piece at a time, and it wouldn't cost me a dime. You'll know it's me when I come through your town. I'm gonna ride around in style, I'm gonna drive everybody wild, 'cause I'll have the only one there is around. So the very next day, when I punched in with my big lunchbox and a little help from my friends, I left that day with a lunchbox full of gears. I've never considered myself a thief, but gee, I wouldn't miss one little piece, especially if I strung it out over several years. The first day I got me a fuel pump, and the next day I got me an engine and a trunk, then I got me a transmission and all the chrome. The little things I could get in my big lunchbox, like nuts and bolts and all four shocks, but the big stuff we snuck out in my buddy's mobile home. Now up to now my plan went alright, till we tried to put it all together one night, and that's when we noticed something was definitely wrong. The transmission was a 53 and the motor turned out to be a 73, and when we tried to put in the bolts, all the holes were gone. So we drilled it out so it would fit, and with a little bit of help from an adapter kit, we had that engine running just like a song. Now the headlights were another side, we had two in the left and one in the right, but when you pulled out the switch, all three of them come on. Now the back end looked kinda funny too, but we put it together, and when we got through, well that's when we noticed it only had one tail fin. About that time my wife walked out, and I could see in her eyes she had her doubts, but she opened the door and said, "Honey, take me for a spin." So we drove uptown just to get the tags, and then I headed her right on down the main drag. I could hear everybody laughing for blocks around. But up there at the courthouse, they didn't laugh, 'cause to type it up, it took the whole staff, and when they got through, the title weighed 60 pounds. I got it one piece at a time, and it didn't cost me a dime. You'll know it's me when I come through your town. I'm gonna ride around in style, I'm gonna drive everybody wild, 'cause I'll have the only one there is around. Oh yeah, Red Rider, this is a Cottonmouth and the Psychobilly Cadillac, come on. Oh, this is a Cottonmouth and a Negatory, and the cost of this machine there, Red Rider, you might say I just went right up to the factory and picked it up. It's cheaper that way home. What model is it? Well, it's a 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59 automobile. It's a 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70 automobile.